Hi guys, it is Cara the Bubble Lush. This is the very first time I've ever talked about purposely losing weight. I've done plenty of pregnancy vlogs before and talked about like gaining weight, but this is kind of the first time that I have tried to tackle weight loss while vlogging. So bear with me if there's any like content that you want me to include in these weight loss vlogs, please let me know and I will do that because I'm learning. So 2 years ago I was trying to conceive my son. I was going through fertility treatments and I was by far at my heaviest weight. And then 9.5 months ago I gave birth to my son, who's my second child. I have a 3.5-year-old almost and a 9.5-month-old. Washer is done. So I have spent the last 4 or 5 years either trying to conceive, pregnant, breastfeeding, trying to get pregnant, breastfeeding. So I decided that 2014 is going to be the year where I focus on my health and losing weight. So first, I am still breastfeeding my son. That's something that's very important to me. So my approach to weight loss is probably going to be a little different because I don't want to do too much too fast. I've read that that's really bad when you're breastfeeding because when you lose weight, I guess you release toxins, and you release your toxins, you know, through your excretions, sweat, urine, and breast milk apparently. So they advise that, you know, if you're going to do a weight loss program while you're breastfeeding, to do kind of a moderate to slow weight loss, which I think is probably good. If I tackle something like that, then that means that I'm making just kind of healthy changes to my lifestyle, and maybe that'll be something that I can incorporate long term because weight has always been an issue. So I've just finished my first week, and I will just cut straight to the chase. It was really successful. I lost 5.7 pounds, which I think is great. I think I anticipated maybe I was either going to lose a lot for the first week, or I was just gonna do horrible. So I did way better than I thought I was, but it is your first week and I think you lose a lot that first week when you're making all those changes, either water weight or your body just going like, whoa. So 5.7 pounds, that is a great start, and honestly it's a really good motivator to keep going. I don't necessarily see any changes physically yet. I'm 6 feet tall, so when you lose 5 pounds over 6 feet of body, it doesn't necessarily show up as much as if you're like 5'2". So I think physical changes, it'll take longer to see those, but I think mentally and, you know, just kind of how my mentality and my outlook on life and my self-confidence, I'll see those changes probably faster than I see how I'm fitting in my jeans. Okay, so how I'm doing it. First off, I'm kind of kicking this off by juicing. My husband is doing a little more intensive of a juice fast. He is doing a juice for breakfast, lunch, afternoon snack, like all that, and then he has a sensible dinner. So I've kind of been doing the same thing, except for I wake up, first off, I have a glass of warm water with lemon in it, and I think that's just, my husband thinks it's totally weird. This is totally weird, but it's supposed to be really good for digestion, and honestly it kind of is a nice substitute because it's warm. It's, you know, you're drinking something warm, so it's kind of a good transition to get me off of coffee, which I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but I do like a little coffee in the morning when I'm dragging. My son does not sleep through the night yet, so sometimes you need a little pick-me-up. So I drink hot water with lemon in the morning, and then I've been having a juice, and usually it's more of a fruit-based juice. Sometimes I hide some vegetables like kale or celery, but usually it's kind of a more fruit-based juice. And then for lunch, I'll have more of a vegetable-based juice, but I'll also have something to eat with it, like maybe like a piece of chicken or some steamed vegetables and chicken. I've been doing a lot of chicken this week. So anyways, kind of a smaller, like a smaller portion, but like real food. And then we have a sensible dinner that we make at home. So this week for dinners we had, we made a really great vegetarian crock pot chili. Then we did this rustic tomato soup, which is so easy and amazing. It was a 500 calorie dinner Jeepers, shut up, washing machine. And I'm gonna do actually a recipe vlog on that that's coming later this week because it is so easy and it tastes delicious. And then we did a pork tenderloin, then we did leftovers, again, because since we're not really eating leftovers for lunch as much, we sometimes we have dinner twice, I guess. And then I did like a chicken quesadilla, but not a lot of cheese. That was the other night, and then tonight was garlic chicken with peas. So just kind of healthy dinners, big portions of vegetables, you know, steamed broccoli, peas, that sort of thing. In the vegetarian chili, there was a ton of vegetables in that, and then tomato soup. And then not a lot of carbs. One time I had a little bit of mushroom risotto, a little piece of cornbread, but not nearly as big as I used to. So I'm just kind of trying to make smaller portions of carbs and bigger portions of vegetables, right? So I also have PCOS, which has an insulin resistance component to it. So my body hates carbs, like bread carbs. It doesn't like rice, pasta, bread. And I know this for a fact because as soon as I switched last year, I cut out all my carbs and I naturally conceived my son, whereas fertility drugs weren't cutting it. But as soon as I switched my diet over, my body really responded positively and I lost a lot of weight really quickly. So my body loves when I cut out carbs. That's just me, I've found. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting some juicing recipe vlogs because those are really great and you should totally check them out even if you don't like juicing. I try to keep them under 3 minutes so they're really fast, and right at the end I have my daughter Hannah taste test the juice and tell us if she likes it, which is so much funnier than I ever thought it was going to be. Her toddler taste tests are hilarious. So, and I never know if she's going to say ew or delicious or what, because it all kind of starts out the same and then she like surprises me with what she thinks of it. So check those out even if you're not like into juicing, just for Hannah. She is super funny. And then I'm going to start, one of my New Year's resolutions was to cook more. So I'm going to try to be posting more either recipe vlogs that I do, or I'm going to vlog kind of my husband teaching me how to cook because he is a very good cook. My husband and I are doing this weight loss thing together. I kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, that he is juicing a lot. He did not do very good the first week. He lost, I think, 1.8 pounds, which is still good, but I totally whooped him. But I think he's going to beat me this week because I think his body is finally like, oh, we're on a diet. And he's been reporting some like crazy numbers from the bathroom scale. How we're keeping track of this is on our Wii Fit. We have a balance board and that just works really well for us. We've done that before to kind of track weight loss, and I don't know, it just kind of calculates everything for you. You can set up weight loss goals in the time frame that you want. So the Wii Fit, I think Wii Fit Plus is technically what we have. That's what I'm doing to measure my progress. My weigh-ins are on Friday mornings, so is my husband's, and we're having a competition. I don't know what I'm going to get if I win overall, and we also haven't decided if it's going to be like total pounds lost or decrease in BMI or like pounds per body weight. I don't know how we're going to do that. Give me some input. What do you think? Because it's a guy versus a girl, but we kind of have the same amount of weight to lose, so I don't know. I think technically, I don't know, he's probably going to beat me regardless. He's really good at losing weight when he puts his mind to it. So I made a goal for myself to lose 50 pounds this year, which seems so big, but then when I consider I lost almost 6 pounds in 1 week, maybe it is a little more doable. I'm already kind of like a good little leap there. So my first like short-term goal is 25 pounds. When I hit the 25 pounds lost mark, that's going to be like such a huge accomplishment. I think I'm going to be really, really excited about that. And then, but 50 pounds is like my goal for this year. And then kind of my long-term overall goal was if I lost 75 pounds, I would be like freshman in college skinny, and that would be amazing. That would be skinnier than I was on my wedding day. And I was pretty good on my wedding day. I wore a bikini to my, on my honeymoon. So that's kind of my goal, 25, 50, and 75. Okay, now I did a body shot, and I have to admit, this is the very first time I have ever done this type of body shot. I've done it before, like when I was pregnant, but that way you're like, when you're pregnant, you're showing off your bumps. And this time I am not stoked to be showing off these bumps to like potentially thousands of people. Okay, so if you think you look great, what you should do is film a full body shot of yourself in HD, because oh my goodness, I didn't realize I looked like that. I am definitely a pear-shaped body. But you know what? It's only going to get better, and I keep having to tell myself that this is a before shot, and no one looks good in their before shot. It's a reason you're trying to lose weight, because you have too much on your hips. So, anyways, this is kind of my before. This is week 1, and it's only going to get better because I am super motivated and I'm committed, and this is going to happen. So thank you so much for following along on this journey. I hope that in 1 year's time I can look back on this vlog and be like, oh my goodness, look at my face. Look at my face, I'm so much skinnier now. Look at my arms. My arms are so much skinnier now. Wouldn't that be amazing? If I was like, I don't even recognize that Carla, because now I'm like hot skinny Carla. That would be awesome. That would be so amazing. Let's hope that that's the case. That's what my goal is. I want to be able to look back on this video and be like, I'm so much hotter now than I was in this video, and I don't think I look bad. I did my hair and makeup. So if you are losing weight, especially if you're vlogging it as well, leave it in a comment below and let me know so I can subscribe to your channel and follow along. That is an amazing thing about YouTube, is that we can support each other through our journeys, whether it's infertility, pregnancy, weight loss, life. I think that is, this is just a great way to support each other. So if you're on a similar journey, let me know in a comment below so that we can follow each other. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a slide that'll have like all my contact information, so you can follow me on Facebook. I have a Twitter that I update sometimes. I'm trying to get into Instagram, and then Pinterest. I'm going to pin lots of healthy recipes and workout programs. Next week, I'm going to conquer my fear of exercise. I don't know why it intimidates me so much, but it really, really does. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.